A world in ruins. And then I was made. And I did the impossible. I restored the infinite. And I was rewarded with a wish. I saved the world once. But I'm not done. You're dead. What are you doing here? Warden targeted with Sunbeam. Xfinity Shard Core to make an Xfinite tracker. An arena. Oh. Whoa. Maybe this is what the Nether portal is. Are you one of the original people? A trackman, that would make sense. I don't want to hurt you. So I'm just going to have to leave. I can't help you. I'm so sorry. What you've achieved is incredible. But I'm afraid I can't help you. Okay, I'm going to try this magic mirror. Oh. Huh. Yep, because this is the last place I slept. Wow. Okay. Those places are eye-opening. They just help me understand this world so much more than I did before. I got the arcane essence I need. Got ya. I got the arcane essence. I got a whole load of other stuff besides. And I understand the world more than I did. The pickaxe heater concentrates surrounding heat precisely into the tool. Smelts any mine block possible, that's what I guessed. Snorkel allows for underwater exploration, removes fog underwater. Allows water breathing for 7 seconds. Okay, well, the fog removal could be useful. Jellyfish necklace, electric discharge, where it does not sink. Deals damage to targets upon collision. Interesting. And there's something unlocked when until I reach level 5. Helium flamingo temporarily allows the relic bearer to glide through the air as they would through water. When performing a double jump allows the user to float in the air. A double jump. That's not particularly useful. And flippers. Swim speed. Increases swim speed. Wow, that took longer than it needed to. Okay. Not particularly useful either. This stalwart Pyrium ring doesn't actually seem to do anything interesting. But I think I'll try putting on this Divine Pearl Bane ring on attack heal. That seems quite useful. 34 broken War Demon spawners. That's crazy. But now I can make the 6th arcane ingot I need. And let's have a look at the Sharpshooter's Band. So this is just 1.5 quality. I see. So they either get their attribute from the band or from the gemstone. So the Stalwart Ring, that's create items on shield block only. And that's because it's getting the bonus from the band, but that's not helpful. Ah, it looks like a rune-inscribed ring. I can just make a rune. So this is like the blood ring I have that increases blood power. So it looks like I can just get a ring for each kind of magic. Sadly, it seems none of these are actually going to work. The only thing that creates to do with Arcane is the Stalwart Ring, which I already have, and that's on shield block only. I can't work with that. It seems my hood and leggings are not doing well. I took quite a beating out there. Oh, I don't have the arcane essence for any of this. I need a source of it in order to really progress with the magic stuff. Like, can I make a new staff? I think a staff is what I really need next. I can get the next research going here. All I need is 3 books and residences, and we have the residences. So this is Keen, unlocks the library. No idea where we'd put a library. I don't even really know what use the library has, but I would love to have a library in town. I reckon there's got to be something I'm missing in all this. Let's have a look. Staffs, blood staff, grey staff, artificers, rod of lightning, pyrium, mage hunter. Oh, those are swords. What's the artificers? Crimson planks, gold. I mean, that seems like an upgrade, because that's 25% mana and 10% power, compared to reduced same spell power. Is spell power I want, really? Maybe to get the better spell power, I've got to lean into a particular kind, because it seems there are the specialist armor sets, the rings, the runes. Okay. I was hoping to go with nature. I mean, I've got tons of these. Alright, I think I need to get a proper look at all the spells I've got, because at the moment they're all just like jumbled up in here and it's really hard to tell what's what. So I think I need to find out which I have duplicates of and so on. Oh. Hello? Where are you? I heard you. There you are. Hello. You're invisible this time. Is that because I took off the invisible ring? Hang on a sec, stay there. I took off the ring of invisibility because I didn't think it was doing anything. So, putting that on... Wow, the ring of invisibility lets you see invisible things. That is not what I expected that to do. Anyway, hello. Witch hazel, cypress... Okay. I mean, the witch hazel's tempting, and I do have lots of emeralds now, but I've got plenty of trees. I don't really... Hello.
Everything okay over here?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Good, just thought I'd check.
Alright, so this is a lot of spells, and it seems I do have some duplicates, so I should definitely melt down the duplicates, but I don't know... I guess the weaker ones? Because I can improve ink. Is there a chance of it failing if I improve? Doesn't look like it. Looks like I can just add copper to common to make it uncommon. I think when I have space, and the house looks like it is nearly done by the look of it. Ooh. Oh no, maybe not. It's taking ages to build this. I'm worried how long it's going to take to do upgrades. We really need to get back to building the town. I feel this is already absorbed... Oh no, that's the watchtower. I thought that was a tower in my house. Yeah, this has already taken a lot longer to produce than I expected. And the town is in need of improvements. But it will free up a lot of space here to get some more residences and get some more people in. Because how many people are actually unemployed at the moment? There's the new person who I don't believe I've met. Kamiya Haruka is the unemployed, the new person. Was a job vacated? Maybe. I can't seem to find any vacant jobs. I've been very distracted. I've not really been keeping track. I don't think so. I think we do just have one spare job. She seems suited to work at the guard tower, so I guess... Hire... Hello! I'm glad I can serve here. It's good to have you. Thank you for your service. Yeah, when I have a proper house, I would love to have, basically storage space for all the different kinds of spells separated. So I've got Poison Spray and Poison Splash, so the duplicate there I can get rid. I think this is all my duplicates. It is kind of hard to tell until I get them all properly separated. But if I put in, let's see, all the uncommon ones, so I've got one common, so see if I can get some common ink out of this. Good. And then I've got 1, 2, and 3. Well, one of those worked. Can I refill this? Alright, 2 of those. So maybe I can mix inks as well. So, let's see. If I've got common ink, I put that in with copper to create uncommon ink. Uncommon ink, I put that in with iron to get rare ink. And rare ink I put in with gold to get epic ink. And epic ink I put in with amethyst to get legendary ink. So I basically, as long as I have, and I've got 19 inks here, like, upgrading them doesn't seem hard. If it is just a 1-to-1, then that's actually quite cheap and quite easy to do. But I need to be careful not to just, like... Oh yeah, I've got two rares here as well. I need to be careful because the cost goes up, so the cost for sacrifice from rare to legendary is an extra 15 mana, so I need to make sure that I can afford whatever I upgrade. So, well, I reckon uncommon is sort of the minimum, so I'm going to get a load of copper and just basically make a load of uncommon ink, because I have tons of common. But first of all, let's just melt these 2 down. I'm going to need that bucket again. Oh, I got 1 out of it. So that's my first rare ink, at least recently. I think I did have 1 before. So how do I do this? Do I put these in here? Ah. I see. So I think... Yeah. So I have to fill that up separately. And I've got 2 bottles of water, which I don't really want to drink because it's inky water. But, Yeah, it tastes the same to me, but I don't have a great sense of taste. Okay. So now I have copper. Do these have a chance of... Ah! It is certainly not a 1-for-1. Is it a 4-for-1? That's a bad conversion rate. Did I know that? I did know that. It is a 4-for-1, but I still think that's worth it. Because I think without upgrading, I'm not going to stand much chance. Wow. Okay. Well, I definitely need to find a source for this stuff. So actually, that's all I can make. Wow, okay. Not as much as I was hoping, but more than I had, I guess. Ah, because I've shuffled the living arrangements around, we have someone new living here. And Atsuko is ill. So a carrot and a potato. I do have potatoes. Where are they? There they are. I really should find this fluorite that Atsuko is struggling with, but I don't really need the materials at the moment. Oh, hello! Look at you! Atsuko. I hope these are what you need. I hope it's not the other one that we sometimes get. I'll work on it. Potato, yes, good. Fluorite, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. There you go. I think I'll get rid of this tree. Didn't make a big difference up here. Oh, I love being able to jump that high. Now if I just get rid of those leaves as well. Okay. I still have this like band of leaves around this place. Then again, the cooldown reduction on the Artificer's Cane is probably a good idea. So that's what? Crimson planks, amethyst, and gold. Do I have any more crimson planks? I have crimson stem. Lots of crimson stem. So 2 gold and an amethyst. And then it's up there. 2 gold and an amethyst to get an Artificer's Cane. So this should just be... Hello. Should just be pretty much a... Not quite a... Oh, wow, that's... Huh. It actually looks like the warp thing, the warp tower thing I found in the middle of nowhere. Right. Ooh. That actually feels a bit different. Okay. So the cooldown reduction should be very useful. That is a very good cooldown. Okay. So the question is, do I want to lean into fire magic, as that is... I feel like fire magic is just very good overall. Like, it's obviously a very destructive one. Nature magic feels a bit more sort of utility-based, but also it's good for crowds for the most part. Then again, the poison splash is incredibly good. The poison spray is much less amazing, but it's also a tenth of the mana. Earthquake hasn't really won me over. Blaze Storm wasn't great. It was a bit shorter than I wanted it to be. Then again, maybe Earthquake's not good because it's only a level 1 spell. Then again, it says Firebolt. So, alright, well, I was saying about Firebolt being quite weak. How do I improve Firebolt? Because I think I'm having to use it a great deal. You really shouldn't be down here. I said you really shouldn't be down here. I'd rather you not come down here. This is where I keep things of importance and secrecy. Right. Let's have a look. So there is Firebolt. So how can I improve Firebolt? At the Arcane Anvil. So I can use it with common to improve it. Or I can... You okay? Did you fall off? How's there a bee in here? Anyway. It looks like I can also infuse it into a weapon or armor. How do you use it when it's infused? Oh! Is that... Oh, no, that's what the... that's what the Infernal Sorcerer chestplate does, not infusing this. I've no idea how you use an imbued spell in armor when worn as a ring, +1 level to Firebolt. Interesting. So, it looks like a ring of affinity plus this turns into a ring of fire affinity. How'd you make a ring of fire affinity? Mithril. How'd you get mithril? From mithril scrap, which is from raw mithril, which is from deep mithril. I have seen that, and I could not dig it. Firebolt seems to come in levels and rarities, so let's have a look at the mana. So at the moment it's a 10 mana. How much mana do I have? I think I've got like 300. 450. Okay. So in that case, I can probably afford to go for a higher mana cost thing. So let's see. The basic one does 6.6. I mean, 9.9 is like 150% of what it is now at less than 100%, 150% of the cost. The cooldown's the same. So I think I'm better off going for a level 7 rare. So it looks like I go in at the minimum level maybe, and then I have to improve it. Then again, epic seems pretty good. And legendary. 28 for essentially just under double damage. That actually... Oh no, it's about double damage. Definitely less than triple though. So yeah, there's actually a bit of a trade-off in this. It's not like a linear progression. I think I'm going to go with epic. So if I get an epic fire... I've got 1 epic ink. What do I need to make Firebolt? I think it was a fire charge, which I do have. Because I kept finding those in chests. So, and fire, not fire charge then? Nope, blaze rod. Something was a fire charge, I can't remember what, but I do have a blaze rod. So, let's go with a Firebolt. Epic Firebolt, level 8. Yeah, that's right. And then I'll try this. And I'll just try straight swapping that over. Like so. So, I guess this is going to feel more powerful. Let's get up here where it's safe to shoot it. Yep, that did feel more like magic. It's still like not a particularly, what's the word? Demanding spell. So it's almost like just like flicking fire. I will keep hold of the really weak one for now, but I feel like that is my way of improving. If mana isn't really an issue, and it's rare that I run out of mana, it's only when I'm in a really dire situation. So I could probably see about upgrading or replacing these. Yeah, Firebolt is my highest level spell, apart from Sunbeam. Wow, it's like half the damage of Sunbeam now. What is Summon Swords? Why does it have 123 health? Conjure a trio of spectral armaments to aid in battle. Oh, yes. So I was saying that alright, I'm going to get rid of Earthquake for now. I do want to come back to it at some point, but for now, let's try Ender Swords. But yeah, I do think that the level of stuff is very important and that I should pay attention. So just because something doesn't seem to do much, it's not necessarily because it's bad. So how do I improve stuff? I just layer on the same ink on an Arcane Anvil, which is Amethyst, Diamond, Polished Deep Slate, and Anvil. I can do that. Polished Deep Slate, and then it's 3 blocks of iron, and then 4 more to get the anvil, 2 polished deep slate, 3 amethyst blocks, and they finish keen. Fantastic, and now I have an arcane anvil. So I will stick this up here with the rest of my magic. And I guess I put a spell on here and add there's a massive raiding party out there. Well, let's see how Firebolt and Spectral Swords work. Hi! Go get 'em! Well, they seem pretty good. They all go for one guy, though. Don't know if I can accidentally hit my own things. Well, they seem pretty good. They seem pretty good. I think this will really help. Maybe summons is the way to go. Yeah. So that might be how I deal with getting overwhelmed by numbers in combat. By having summons. And it seems I've got them for another 10 seconds. So they're not long, so I've got to win the fight as soon as I get them in. But that's fine. That should be relatively easy to do. And it looks like they can follow me when I jump as well. That's good. I wonder, can I get rid of them early by doing this? I can! Summoned Rapier, Sword, and Claymore. That is really, really cool. So that's an Ender spell. The Ender spells seem really interesting, because that was like the Magic Arrow and the Starfall. I think I do want to try out all of them properly. Like, when I have my house, I would love to have like a gallery of magic, and just like have probably not a room for each, but like space where like I have a big line of all of the different gear for each one, and then like a box with the spells, or probably just a spell book. I could have a different spell book for each sort of discipline of magic, and use them. Like, I'll get up in a day and I'll go, ooh, I fancy trying Ender today, and I just get into the Ender gear, and that's gonna be so good.